Yesterday, there was a mock draft. I believe it was not Todd McShay, but Mel Kiper Jr. I believe it was him. And he mocked Matthew Golden to the Arizona Cardinals. And I didn't love it. Probably because I'm more of a Tedero McMillan guy than I am a Golden guy. But at first you look at it and you say, I mean, come on, guys. Why aren't we just drafting a pass rusher? And then I thought about it, and I went against my own rule. The Cardinals already attacked the defensive line, especially in free agency. And you talk about the second year of Darius Robinson, who I watched in training camp from the sidelines with the rest of the media, and I'll do it again this year. He was an absolute menace. He was tearing guys up, and then he got injured. It happens. But you also forget about B.J. Ojulari. B.J. Ojulari, Darius Robinson, Josh Sweat, Calais Campbell, Dalvin Tomlinson. You've got 5 guys effectively who either didn't play a full season, were injured, or are brand new to the team all together for them to transform this Cardinals defensive line. If you feel like you're a Cardinals GM, that being Monti Ossenfort, and you see some of the guys that are available to you, and you see a Tedero McMillan, and you see a Shedeur Sanders, and you see a Matthew Golden, and you see a Will Johnson, but you really say to yourself, oh man, I've got to handcuff myself because the fan base, or we really need a pass rusher. What the Cardinals have done is give themselves real flexibility. They're not just taking a pass rusher to take a pass rusher. They have already effectively helped solve some of those issues at the pass rushing needs. Josh Sweat, Dalvin Tomlinson, another year of B.J. Ojulari, Darius Robinson, Calais Campbell. This is a completely transformed new defensive line. Drafting another guy for the defensive line, I don't necessarily disagree with it. But just drafting another defensive lineman because you feel like you need to draft him, otherwise everyone's going to get pissed off at you, is again nonsense. Take the best player available or trade back. There are other teams who would want Matthew Golden. There are other teams that might want Tedero McMillan or Shedeur Sanders. You can trade back and still get a guy you like. And so when I see Cardinals fans moaning and groaning because it's not James Pierce or it's not, the kid from Mason Graham from Michigan, whoever it is, I get it. I want a pass rusher too. What I'm not going to do is take someone who's a pass rusher just because I feel like I have to. Take a guy who's lower on my board, on my big board of players, and take him rather than taking Will Johnson, Matthew Golden, Tedero McMillan, Shedeur Sanders. Any one of those guys, if they're available to the Cardinals, and the Cardinals have a higher draft grade than they do on the 6th or 7th pass rusher, or maybe get someone in the 2nd round, then you should do that. Mistakes are made as a general manager. Mistakes are made as a team who do not go after the best players in the draft. If Will Johnson is available and James Pierce is available, I'm taking Will Johnson. I have seen the heights of what he could be in the NFL. And it's not like the Cardinals can't use another cornerback. And also, speaking of Kyler Murray, I'm not just discounting not taking Tedero McMillan or not taking Matthew Golden, and here's why. Kyler Murray, the only way you're going to win a Super Bowl with him is if you have a stacked deck. And that's nothing against Kyler. Brock Purdy went to the Super Bowl because he had a stacked deck. Jalen Hurts won a Super Bowl because he has a stacked deck. Kyler Murray is in that tier. He's not Joe Burrow. He's not Lamar Jackson. He's not Patrick Mahomes. He's not one of those elite level guys. Josh Allen. What he is a guy that needs a stacked deck to win a Super Bowl. And so if you have to go get Tedero McMillan to help bolster this offense, if you have to go get Kelvin Banks of Texas to go ahead and solidify this offensive line even further, I'm not against that. If you feel like Ashton Jeanty is the guy to pick at 16, who I don't agree with, I wouldn't do that because you can get running backs anywhere. But if you feel that's the best player on your board, make it happen. I'm not just picking a pass rusher just to pick a pass rusher. And it pisses me off people that have just tied the Cardinals' hands and have said, you need to go get this guy. It's not the way that you need to do business. Will Johnson, Matthew Golden, Tedero McMillan, Shedeur Sanders, these are all guys that should probably go sooner than where the Arizona Cardinals pick. But if they draft one of them, I'm not going to be pissed off about it because I like the ability of stacking the deck for Kyler Murray on offense, adding star after star after star, or helping out this defense and elevating the floor even more. Imagine this defense with Will Johnson, Garrett Williams, Budda Baker, and Jalen Thompson in the secondary. And again, with the pass rushers that you have, it's a whole new slew of guys. Dalvin Tomlinson, Darius Robinson, B.J. Ojulari, Calais Campbell, Josh Sweat. These are all new, injured, or guys who haven't played very long with the Cardinals. This is already a different level of Cardinals defense. And you could still take a pass rusher in the second round, in the third round. This is a deep pass rusher draft. Not super top heavy, but there's a lot of good players on this in this roster or in this draft. And so what we're doing is just tying the Cardinals' hands. I'm not about that. If they had Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, yes, I'd be the same way you guys are. I'd give Kyler Murray less help because I know he can carry them, and I do everything else to fix this team. But the Cardinals don't have that luxury. They're not in that position. If Matthew Golden's available, awesome. Make it happen. And you have a higher grade on him than you do Walter Nolan or someone else who falls to you, make it happen. But what I will say also, if I had a pick of this group of guys that seem to be falling down the draft order, it's Will Johnson. God, can you imagine what it would be to have two star-studded corners, Garrett Williams and Will Johnson? Will Johnson's been a shutdown guy who, that's a physical corner. I don't want to call him Patrick Surtain, but he does have the makeups of Patrick Surtain. You just look at he even wears the same number as Patrick Surtain. He's physical, and I want this Cardinals team to have an FU mentality defensively. And if that means taking Will Johnson over Walter Nolan because you have a better grade, make it effing happen. Let's not tie our hands, guys. Let's not do that. Now, if Monti Ossenfort likes James Pierce, or he trades up for an Abdul Carter because he feels so strongly about those guys, that's what I'm okay with. What we're not doing is just taking guys to make you, the fans, feel better. Because those are the issues that we've had in the past. I am very firmly take the best effing player available, not the position you need. Because that's when mistakes are made. That's when you end up taking the fourth best pass rusher when Tedero McMillan was on the board. When Will Johnson was on the board. That's what happens. Then you become drafting Deuce Latui over Adrian Peterson. And guess what? If you ask me, it probably cost the Cardinals the Super Bowl. Don't do that again. Don't be stupid. Learn from your mistakes. And that's where I'm at. I don't even mean to have passion today, guys. I try to have passion every day. But listen, when we start at 7 instead of 6 a.m. because circumstances have changed, this is what happens. For the 9 of you in the chat that are here today, I'm here every day, Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m., giving you the best Cardinals content. Let me stop right there. Giving you the best Arizona sports content in the world. Because not only am I a fan and I love this team, these teams, but I'm going to hold their asses accountable. Just like I last night. Talking to Kay Adams, and she's letting me have it for some of my Kevin Durant takes. I don't care. I have an opinion. She's got an opinion. We both stand on business. And I appreciated it. I love that about some people. Just let me have it. I freaking love it. Follow me on all social media platforms at Ben Garcia Show. I'm going to jump off here today for the day, guys. There are landscapers everywhere, and they're driving me crazy. Let me know what draft conversations you guys want to talk about. I've seen some discussions about you guys potentially wanting me to have a mock draft. Mock drafts are so interesting to me because anyone can do them. Anyone can go out there and read a bunch of mock drafts and just put them all together and call them theirs. I hate that. So if you guys want me to do a mock draft, I can do that. If you guys want me to do a mock draft that I think is going to happen or what I would do if I were those teams, we can do that as well. Appreciate you guys making me a part of your day. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Follow me on all social media platforms at Ben Garcia Show.